Good day, everyone. I am Javijan and Naya, Base AB student, first year. This is for the subject in the ITEC 11 living in the IT era. Our topic for today is effective communication skills. So, communication is an act of transmission and decision of information. The way you talk to people is like, for example, you and your friends are talking in front and sharing ideas on what you're gonna do. And the act of communication is the number one is forming a way of thinking about something to say, and the next is deciding to communicate. The third is turn thinking into decodable message, and the next, second to the last, is the verbalization of the message. Sending a message to a target group. And the next is communication is both verbal and non-verbal. So verbal is an act of stating the response, like you're talking to your mother. And the next one is the non-verbal. Incorporate facial expressions, hand gestures, or body motion. It's like, for example, you are communicating to your friend with a long distance, so and they cannot hear what you are talking, so you can use your hand gesture or any body postures to know the message. The next is the elements of communication as a process. And yes, communication, there are always a sender. Sender is the person who sent the message, and the message consists of content that are specific and clear. And the next is the channel, is also referred to as the medium or a tool to use to transmit the message. The next is the receiver, who perceives and understands the message through the decoding process. And the next is the feedback or the reaction to the sender's message. And there's always an issue of communication. The first is the noise. As what you hear now, it's raining, so it's the factors that interfere with the exchange of message. There are forms of noise, the external noise. External noise that distract communicators. And the second is the physiological or an issue of hearing condition, diseases, disabilities, and other factors that make it impossible to receive a message. For example, you are talking to your grandmother. So, since your grandmother is very old and there's a capabilities that your grandmother has an issues of hearing condition, like di na siya kayo makabati kung dili nimo kusgon, just like for that. And the next is the psychological. So psychological forces inside the receiver that interfere with comprehension. For example, you are using very hard to understand na word that the receiver cannot comprehend well. So that's the factors also that's the factors also in communicating. And that's all for today. Have a nice day.